Hey y'all, hey, happy Saturday. I am just hopping on here just because I don't know. I just wanted to be transparent about my life lately and just all the things, Jasmine. um, and I don't know, it's just very interesting because I was talking to my parents. This happened on Tuesday, this past Tuesday. And I was at school because lately I've been questioning, like what's my purpose? What's my mission? Like I am currently an educator. I teach fifth grade reading and it's cool. And at first I started off the year just very excited, very eager and anxious to teach this class of students, this grade of students. And it's been okay so far. There's a lot that's been going on and happening, but for the most part, it's okay. But there came a point of time where I began to just question, and I'm still questioning my bigger purpose because I feel like where I am right now is just a stepping stone to get me to where I'm supposed to be, my primary purpose, my priority purpose that God has in store for me. But right now, I don't know. I'm just still trying to figure things out. So, like I was saying, like I was very, passionate starting off. I've been dealing with a lot of different things at my job at the school that I'm at. And like I've mentioned before, and I will always stand by this, I love my principal down. I am very inspired by her. She's a very admirable person, looking like me. She looks like me, a black woman, very well educated. She's a principal, an entire principal, HBIC, okay? Head person in charge, black woman, standing 10 toes down on her passion, what she loves to do. And she wears pressure on her shoulders so effortlessly. And for that, I am forever in awe of her, which I am never in awe of another human being. But her, I'm like, girl, checks across the board. You are her. You are exactly who you think you are, okay? And you can tell she's not even one of those people who thinks that they are better than anybody else. And nobody on this planet walking this earth should ever think that. But if she ever was to, just for a split second, girl, you have every right to, black lady, black woman. But no, so I love my principal down, and she ride for her teachers. I've never met a principal who knows all of her teachers by name, who interacts and engages with the students as they come in, come out, take pictures with them and stuff. All throughout December, we're having like a theme, a Christmas theme each day leading into our Christmas break. And she's been very engaging with the students all year round, all year round. But, she loves holidays. She is always on top of it when it comes to holiday and school spirit. And she has these children involved in everything. I've never been to an elementary school where they offer, like extracurricular activities as far as like basketball team, dance team, cheer team, soccer team. She is on her A game. Never seen or met a principal like her ever. And this is my third year working in the school industry. Okay, so I will follow that lady wherever she wants me to go. But I have come to terms that that is not in a classroom. If she can find a position for me that is outside of the classroom, that pays classroom money, I am there whenever she needs me, okay? But I've just been like, to get to the meat of it, that's what I was getting ready to say. It's just like I'm still chasing my purpose and trying to discover and explore my purpose. I know that I'm definitely supposed to do something with teaching, but I don't think it's at the capacity of being inside of a schoolhouse. So that's the part that I'm just trying to figure out. And you guys, I've been working my behind off. I've been under a lot of scrutiny, a lot of pressure, a lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of ears and talking and noise being said to me from multiple people. Some people, they are cool with me, like my APs, assistant principals, they're cool with me. Some APs, you can tell they kind of whatever towards me, and that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I know I didn't do anything to you, so whatever reason you have to make you be able to sleep at night to say you are justified in your dislike for me or whatever, then that's your opinion. You can tell like the ones that really rock with you and the ones who don't really care that you work there. So I've just been dealing with a lot of different things on my job, and I've been trying to, improve as a teacher, make progress and things of that nature as I've been asked to do. So I've done just that. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I've been working so hard to get better and stuff that it kind of took away the fun and the passion of me wanting to teach. I don't know, but this past Tuesday, the chief of our district came in, another beautiful, gorgeous black woman, HBIC, okay? Sorry for the B. If I can replace the B with another word, y'all know something better, okay? But for right now, HBIC, okay? Black women are doing the mother freaking darn thing, all up and through the districts behind, okay? Run it, running it, okay? Just have to get that out. But nonetheless, when the chief first came, she was not too pleased with my performance as an educator, and she made it very well known. My principal knew, all the APs knew, and I think that's what kind of tarnished my reputation throughout the school is when she gave me a bad review, because what she says goes. And they say she is very, when you meet her, she is very outgoing and she's very energetic. She's very personable and everything like that. But when it comes to running a school, she's about her business. And if she walk into your classroom and you are not meeting her expectations, she gonna let it be known. So the first time she came, mind you, I was not feeling my best when she came, didn't know she was coming, was not aware that she would be arriving, and you don't really know when they're coming. That's the whole point. Like, you're always supposed to be on your A game. So at that point, I think I was sick. I believe, like I said before, I mentioned this before, I think I caught COVID from a kid and from one of my students. And the boy literally told me, Miss, talking to me face to face, you guys, no mask on or anything. Talking about, I think I'm sick. I think I may have COVID. And I think I know exactly how I got it. It's because my mom works in the hospital and she's around a lot of people who have COVID. And what do you know? 2 days later, I was out of here. Like, I went to school. I'm telling y'all, I was asking people if they had jackets so I can bundle on their jackets. I went to my car. I turned on the heater. Mind you, it was not even cold outside. It was hot outside. And I went to my car and turned on the heater even more. So I knew I had caught that C. Okay, so I wasn't under the best weather conditions. I wasn't really feeling well. But no, people don't care about that. People don't care about your personal. If you showing up to work, then you need to do your job. You ain't that sick if you showing up to work. But then at the same time, they don't allow you to take a lot of days off because of this person who has come in and just completely disrupted the school district here in Houston, the HISD district anyways. You can find out who that is by researching. Because I have to be careful what I say as an educator, because they let go 400 teachers throughout the state of Texas. They let them go because of them voicing their opinions and mentioning names. So they out here watching. Okay, yeah, that's a real life story. When that man was assassinated, the guy, and they voiced their opinions on that, 400 educators, 400 got let go based off their social media and what they said. So I have to be cautious. But anyway, so yeah, they're very on everybody's tail. And it's not just our school, it's every school within this specific district. So yeah, she came that day. Apparently I didn't do a good job. And ever since then, they've been really on me. Everybody, the whole school has been on me, and I can feel the pressure. They may not say anything to me directly, but I can literally feel it in the atmosphere. It's something that you can just feel. And then this new assistant principal that they pulled from another school to come and reconstruct our school, she is my appraiser. What a coincidence, right? And so she has been molding me, and she's kind of like, I'm a very chill, relaxed, reserved young woman, and she's all like this, and it kind of drives my anxiety up because it's just like, whoa, calm down, slow down, pump the brakes, just chill and relax. But that is just not her, especially since they told her, she was actually there when the chief gave me a not so good report. So ever since then, we've been waiting for her to come back, and she only shows up once in a blue moon. But that once in a blue moon can cost you your job. She is literally the person, beautiful black woman, very cool and down to earth. But she is the one who can say, you got to go today. Pack your stuff up right now and go reevaluate your life and figure out what you want to do. Because this can't be it. Yeah. So we've been patiently waiting for her to come back. And guess what? She came back. And she came in my room. Of course. They had already, the new AP, the new assistant principal, my appraiser, she had already pretty much told me, heads up, she's probably going to come to your room to see if you've improved from her last visit. Okay, cool. Time went by. She never came in my room. She never came in my room. So I was like, okay, well, I'm still just going to keep doing me, whatever. Then she finally appeared. Oh my gosh, when she came, you guys, this is how much pressure our school is under. When she came, she ain't come by herself. It was her, the big chief, the black woman. It was the chief that's under her, woman, Caucasian woman, okay? I love her though. I love her down, okay? She always be in my corner. She be going to bat for me, okay? Love her down. She was there. My principal was in my room. 3, head in charge. My appraiser, which was my AP, was there. Another AP, assistant principal, was in there because we have assistant principals for each grade level. We are from pre-K all the way through 5. So another AP was in there for another grade level, and then another AP was in there from another grade level. 6 of them, the top people, were in my room at once, you guys. All in my room at once while I'm teaching by myself. Now, I did have another person in the room with me. She's a special education specialist or whatever, and she was in there helping my special needs kids, because it's no longer special ed classes, this and that, advanced students, which we call gifted and talented GT students. None of them are in separate classes anymore. They're all combined together. So I have to teach a full class of gifted and talented students, mediocre students, and students who just need extra help, all on one level. So she was in there helping out my students who needed, students who have speech impediments and stuff like that. That's what she was there for. So thank God I had her in there with me, so I wasn't totally alone. And that kind of made me a little bit laxed. And I was like, oh my gosh, because she had barely just walked in right before everybody else walked in, y'all. And I was just like, praise the Lord. That gave me some type of comfort. It's like he knew what he was doing, okay, by having her walk in, because that's my girl. That's my girl. She's older. She's in her 50s, black lady. She's natural and stuff. I love her down, okay? So when she came in, the Lord was like, he must have just told her, go in there. She's going to need you right now. As soon as that lady walked in, 2 minutes later, the rest of the goon squad walked in that joint. And when I tell y'all, you guys, not the main chief, but the chief under her, as I was teaching, I had stood by her, and she was like, this perfection. And they stayed in there for about a good 7 minutes, just observing. And they all walked out. When they walked out, my principal backdoored and she said, you did that. She peeked in my room. She said, you did that. And then as soon as she walked back out, they all came back in. But this time, it was only the main chief, my principal, and my assistant principal. That's my appraiser. The 3 of them circled back and came in my room. And the main chief, the black woman, the main chief, she was like, let me tell you something. This is what I want to see from you every single time I come in this room. She said, from the last time I came here until now, You can't tell me that you don't have educator written all over you. That's what I'm talking about. She said, I'm going to tell you just like I just told your principal. And she said, and come here, come a little bit closer, talking to my appraiser, my assistant principal. She said, and I'm going to tell you too. Don't you play with your money. Because when them people come in here, because we have visits, like extreme, intense visits, again, to where those people can say, you got to go. She ain't doing what we need her to do. Okay? And so she was just saying, like, when they come here, they gonna come to your room. And you better give them what you just gave me today. And she was like, because it affects your money. It affects your money the following year. You talking about $6,000 affect your money. And that's why they're not playing about their teachers being in their room. Because if you're going to get the money, do what you're supposed to do to get the money. Okay? So yeah, she was like, don't mess with your coin. She told me just like that. The head chief of the district, you guys, told me personally in front of my principal and in front of the assistant principal, who is my appraiser, yet again. She's like, don't ever mess up your coin. You better get that coin. She's like, you did that. I don't expect anything because they grade us. When they come in, they grade us by number. The highest number you can get is an 18. She said, I don't want to see anything less than this number. And if you get anything less than this number, based on what I witnessed today, me and you going to have a talk. She told me that up front. And I was just like, oh my goodness, that made me cry. Because, honey, when I say I was waiting for her to come back, but then at the same time, not waiting for her to come back because I still didn't know if I would be living up to her expectations. But, you know, even after all that, it's just like, I don't know. I thought I would feel a certain way, like I've accomplished something major and extreme that was going to be super extremely fulfilling. And I didn't feel that at all. And that's what I came on here to say. It's just like I'm still trying to channel and discover what it is, in which way am I supposed to teach? Because the classroom is just not fulfilling to me. It's like I know I'm supposed to do something greater. I just don't know what that greater is and how it's supposed to look, and how it's going to look for me. But I know I will get there. And for that, I am excited. And to just get confirmation that when I set my mind to something, I can achieve it, and I can achieve it further than what I even possibly imagined. Because I didn't expect her to do a double take and come back in my room just to talk to me in front of my principal and my assistant principal, who's been working with me and molding me in order to improve and progress, so that when she does come, when this visit did come back around, that I'll be ready and prepped and nobody can say nothing to me. And to actually see that go into fruition after all these months, on top of dealing with those I've lost. Like I'm still dealing with all this grief, you guys, while still also getting bad news from what the chief said and this and that from her first visit and all this kind of stuff, and all the pressure that's been on me, stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff that seemed never ending until this Tuesday. And it's still not done because, again, we're still waiting for another group of collectives to come and backdoor the chief to say, okay, this person is who you said they were. This person does deserve to stay in the classroom. So it's still not done. I have all the way, everybody, our entire school has all the way until the 12th. So that's this upcoming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We don't know when they're coming. The window for these collective group of people to come and observe our classrooms and to judge us and grade us on how we're teaching, the window for that opened on December 3rd. So we've been stressed out all this week, which is why my coworkers and I have been going out just to kind of like get our minds off of everything and to just chill and relax for just a snippet before we get right back into gotta be on your toes, okay? Gotta be on all 10, okay, to make sure you stay afloat. Because they are hard graders. And don't let the people tell them that you did an amazing job. They about to come. Their job is to come to break you down, not to really say, oh, yeah, you're right. Their job is to say, no, actually, this is what they did not do. So whatever you saw is what we did not see. That's what they're there for. So it's very hard, you guys. But yeah, I thought I would get so much satisfaction from that. and her telling me that, and it was definitely a weight lifted off my shoulders, and it gave me that boost of extra confidence. But I don't know, it didn't fulfill me in a way that I thought it would. It didn't excite me in a way that I thought it would. But again, I am grateful and thankful for the confirmation, and just knowing that I can do whatever I set my mind to do, and whatever I touch can and will turn into gold because of the grace of God and the gift that He has bestowed upon me to have. When it comes to reaching people in a certain magnitude or to a certain magnitude, I can do it. And going forward, I need to just remember that and to know that about myself. So that it did give me that. It gave me that confirmation and that confidence booster, but it wasn't as fulfilling as I thought. So again, you guys, pray for me as I find and search the magnitude as to which I'm supposed to teach and how that's supposed to look, because I'm still trying to figure it out. At 35, I'm still trying to figure it out. And I used to be embarrassed or ashamed about that, but that's life. That's life. And I've been meeting people too recently who are also dealing with the same thing. And I guess that's another form of confirmation. Like, you are not in this alone. Stop being so hard on yourself and putting pressure on yourself, because what you're going through is actually more normal and common than you think. So, or than I think, right? So yeah, I'm just like, that was cool. That was a moment, but I don't know. And the fact that I have to go through this process of trying to get certified and stuff just to even be able to resume the rest of this year and hang it out the rest of this year to complete my second year. I'm going to go through the formalities, and I'm going to unfortunately have to accumulate debt. But if that's what I want to do to keep my job, just again to get that credibility for 2 years under my belt, then that's what I'm going to have to do. And yeah, I'm just going to stick it out. So I have to take that exam as well this Saturday, next Saturday, this upcoming Saturday on the 13th. And so I just left Barnes and Noble studying there. And I don't know, it's just a lot going on. I'm like, but none of this is fulfilling. But it's a process. It's just a process. I guess this is just the process that God is having me go through right now. And I just have to accept that and just see where it leads me, while also praying and asking Him for His guidance and, His direction over my life. But I just thought I'd come on here and share that because it's been on my mind. And I had the conversation the same day with my parents, and they were very thrilled and ecstatic for me and very excited, but I can tell they were also a little sad because it didn't fulfill me. And I think they thought it would, but it didn't. I don't know. And it was such a good day. I had a good day that Tuesday and everything. Even if that didn't happen and I didn't have that confirmation or whatever, I still was having a good day. Like, I was proud of myself just based on my classroom management and how everything was going that day and the lesson and how smoothly it was moving and this and that, and how my students were actually grasping the concept of the curriculum for that day. That alone it allowed me to have a good day. Because teaching is hard when you're up there and you're talking and you're giving all that you can, all that you have, and you feel like you're doing a good job. And then at the end of it all, it's just like, but your students are still not understanding the assignment. It kind of messes with you. It makes you question, like, if you're a good teacher or not, if you're credible or not, if you do deserve to be in the classroom, because just like, why are you not like learning? Like, I don't get it. I tried to break it down in the most simple third grade terms. Y'all are in the fifth grade, but I try to break it down so much so to where a second grader or a third grader can understand the lesson, and you all still are not getting it. It can be very discouraging on a lot of different levels. And so you can start to question yourself and question your worth and question if you are deserving to be in the position that you're in and stuff like that. And so to be going through all of those things and to get that compliment and that acknowledgement, and still not really feel anything. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm still trying to figure it out. But I just want to come on here and be transparent in case anybody else was going through the same thing. Again, you're not alone. It's okay to feel that way, but you definitely have to go into your prayer bag. And I've done, took a few days to where I've done some fasting. It was like every other day or whatever, where I would fast for a long period of time just to have a clear mind and clarity of what I was doing. And, just to really also to kind of flush out toxins and stuff from my body and stuff like that as well, but also just to have a clear mind. So it's a lot of different reasons as to why people can fast. I do it for multiple reasons, not just so much necessarily because of the foods and stuff. Yes, it definitely helps with that, and I do recommend that, highly recommend that people fast for that reason as well. But for me, it's more of like a spiritual journey. Like, I'm trying to get clarity. I'm trying to also cleanse my body to get that clarity. And then also it helps me mentally. I've noticed that when I fast, and I can do it at the drop of a dime because I've been fasting since I was a child. A lot of people don't know that my parents had us fasting when they would fast with the church. So myself and my siblings, I, again, am probably the only child that stuck to it. But it was our upbringing, and it's something that I've always enjoyed doing. Now, granted, as children, we were still able to eat 3 times a day versus my parents. They were only able to eat 1 time a day as adults. But yeah, and we just were not allowed to have like sweets and stuff, no candy, no gum, no juice or anything like that. We had to drink water and eat a little bit more cleaner and stuff like that as children. And then I just stuck with it as an adult. So sometimes I just go full-fledged without eating anything for about 14 hours, sometimes 24 hours. I will drink water, drink water all day long, but that's about it. Sometimes I will fast where I'm drinking water, but then I'll eat like fruit, something like that. So I am very much well aware of fasting, and it's something that I definitely enjoy. So I can do it again at any given moment, whenever I feel the need to, whenever I need that time to, then I do it. So recently I have been doing that as well, and maybe that's what's been helping me also improve with my work ethic and things of that nature. But yeah, it's just been a multitude of things that I've been going through, that I've been dealing with silently by myself. My parents know, of course, like what I've been going through on top of other things, but they've been very encouraging and very helpful, especially my daddy. Y'all know I love my daddy. That's my guy, because he is very, very positive, and I be needing him. Okay? But yeah, he gonna tell me what it is, like it is, but he's gonna do it in a positive and uplifting way. But yeah, and even right now, he's like, well, I can't tell you what to do. I'm glad you're making the money financially and this and that, but if you're not happy, you need to figure out what makes you happy. But you need to ensure that it's going to be able to sustain you, that you still going to be making some money from it. Okay, daughter? Okay. But yeah, so that's all I came on here to talk about. Just trying to find my way, find my avenue, my lane in this thing we call life. And yeah, I know when I find it, it's over. It's a done data. It's gonna turn into gold, baby. It's gonna turn into gold. So I'm super excited for that once again, when it happens. But yeah, that's all. Just, it's gonna be okay, you guys. Anybody that feels like me, it's gonna be okay. We got this. And of course, I had to stop by and get my baby. It's Saturday, not Friday. So I made it a Saturday thing instead of a Friday. I went out with my coworkers yesterday. Yeah. So we just went to just, again, relax ourselves and chill and vent a little bit about everything that's going on. So I didn't get him his pup cup yesterday, my baby, who looked at me in my mouth, hey, too, per usual. I went to get him his pup cup today, and then, of course, I stopped and got I got to cover the brand up, y'all. I got my honey citrus mint tea from, the Bucks. Y'all just need to go ahead and sponsor me. I don't care how many subscribers I got. Just sponsor me already. And I love how they say, Happy Saturday. That was my theme for today. Happy Saturday. Thank y'all for writing this. But yeah, so baby, y'all can see all this little lip gloss. Lip gloss is popping all up on these people's tops. But I got my honey citrus. I'm a happy camper to end my night. But yeah, So, yeah. Two sis. Till next time, you guys. Bye.